basically volunteered to come here just so I can start a new life, doing things different.
When I was 15, I went into foster care due to my mom. She was in a drug addiction.
Monroe Harding's mission statement is a bridge to success for at-risk children, youth, and families. And what that means is we provide an opportunity for children and teenagers and families to stay together. And when they can't stay together, we provide an opportunity for them to learn the skills so they can survive on their own.
Getting into trouble, it kind of makes you, it makes you think, it makes you wonder about, okay, what am I doing? How am I going to survive in the future?
I've seen a lot of youth, come in and struggle with the biggest struggles for most of them is learning how to cope with things that are out of their control, especially as it relates to their family issues. We develop specific goals for the youth to work on while they're here. For some youth, it may be learning how to cook for the first time or learning how to do their laundry. And it could be just focusing on something as simple as just how to properly communicate.
We teach things as simple as what forks and knives to use, how to change oil in your car, just what is it that you would have probably learned from a parent or someone that cared about you. Many of these teenagers don't have that, so we provide that opportunity and a safe place for them to go, because it's a great place for them to even just engage in peer networking. There's a pool table, and they can go if they haven't eaten in a couple days, they can eat a meal there. If they need to do their laundry, just a place for them to be together and feel like it's a safe place where they can get what they need.
When you're working in this field, starting out, it's really important to have a healthy rapport with the youth. And you do that by, basically meeting them where they are and, developing relationships, making sure that the expectations are really clear.
Really, like, I have a problem with anger and some stuff like that. So, I mean, there's the different things that they teach us, like how to deal with grief and anger and all that. I mean, it really helped me out, because I know sometimes I get a little aggressive, and it really helps.
Once we're able to get them to just focus in on the things that they can control, then a lot of the other objectives that we have in the program are easier to attain, especially as it relates to post-secondary pursuits and things of that nature, as far as, their goals and aspirations and things of that nature.
When I had moved in with my mom and she found out I was pregnant, she kicked me out, and I was 2 months pregnant and I was homeless. That really put me under a lot of stress, and being so early in my pregnancy, it wasn't good for me. So I was under a lot of stress. My self-esteem had went really low. It was lower than what it was.
We have residential programs for older teens, and we do a lot with older teens, trying to provide them the skills they need to live on their own. And so we have residential services, group homes here on this campus. We have independent living homes out in the community. Our future goals are to continue doing what we do best. We want to continue providing the residential care, our Youth Connections, our Teen Resource Center. We want to make sure that our foster care and adoption services are thriving and growing. And we also want to make sure that Project Share has what it needs to prevent kids actually from coming to places like Monroe Harding. It's a place where they can engage back in school.
They have a lot of different programs, and that's another thing. They have a lot of different opportunities. So I'm definitely going to use some resources because I can't do it on my own.
We have a couple people like Miss Pam and Miss Ashley that help us out educational-wise, and they set me up to take my ACT, and they help me find different information on the colleges that I want to go to. They give us a lot of help. They help us out a whole bunch.
This environment that we're in is so different. I've been in nonprofit 26 years, a CEO for 15. This is a hard time. It's not a bad time, it's just a hard time. The families and children we work with have more needs. The staff that's providing the services has more needs. The financial restraints are there, the money's not there, and so all of us are just at wit's end. And so how do we slow down, look at what we need to take care of, and make sure we're doing a good job? That's a real struggle right now, taking the time to do that.
Trying to get my diploma from my caseworker at this moment, and then possibly going home, just working my way home mostly.
had to make a real positive decision to change my life around, and Monroe Harding helped me.
It's hard to relate to them because they are so different than most of us, and so we continue to try to strive to let everybody know that it does matter, that when you contribute to Monroe Harding or when you volunteer at Monroe Harding, you are making a difference. That one child who doesn't go into the prison system, or one child who stays off welfare, or one child that learns to be accountable for themselves becomes an individual who is a successful adult, and all of us can impact that.